back to Between the Ribs with Jonathan Morris on Florida Man Radio.
And it seems to me, remind me childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky.
That was brought to you by Indian Productions, Sweet Child of Mine.
Is that really what the group was called?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a group of Indians. I don't know if you can put the video up on YouTube. I may have said it wrong, maybe Indian something else. I sent you the actual video.
Right.
They're sitting around a rectangle area like they're at a hearing, or a convention, and they're being questioned. So they're not like up in a band in a group, like they're sitting around in chairs at a table. And there's some ladies, some Indian ladies with a dot, over on one side, and some guys, and they're doing a rendition of Sweet Child of Mine.
Axl Rose, Sweet Child of Mine.
I figured y'all would like that.
I kind of like Axl's version better.
I was going to go with Jingle Bells or, something holiday-ish, but I thought,
Nah.
let's mix it up a bit. Biden was busy on Christmas Eve. Says family and faith is the most important thing to him. But I got 50 new laws I'm going to pass, sign into play, if you will. And Heather is stupidly pissed off about it.
It is really dumb. Oh, my pen is dying. Okay, yeah, no, there's so many ridiculous things that, changing the name of a post office or a street or a veterans clinic could not have been done at any other time ever.
It could have, but why? Why would you do that? Like, what's the importance of? Isn't Feinstein the lady that died?
Yes.
And shouldn't she have been out of office like 40 years ago? We got to get laws on term limit laws on these people. We can't keep burying. The American people don't pay for your funeral if you die, but a congressperson dies and we pay for their funeral because they're in office.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so yeah, there's a post office named after her.
The Weinstein All Post Office?
I don't know. I'd probably avoid that one.
We'll get your mail there one day.
We have the Native American Child Protection Act because apparently, making it illegal to hurt children in the first place isn't enough. But now we have to do it culturally appropriate.
So you can hurt white kids and black kids, just don't hurt Native American kids.
Well, no, you can't hurt any kids. But apparently,
I didn't know if they changed it.
Culturally appropriate services.
Oh,
I don't know what that means. I thought kids were kids.
Yeah, and I thought most.
Who knew?
Well, I thought most Native American kids lived on the reservations with their Native American mom and daddies.
They can still go to regular schools and stuff, but apparently it's complicated. Apparently we can't just say all children should be protected because.
All right, what's next?
How about a Paperwork Burden Reduction Act?
That's nice. That's a tax loop lily right there.
Employers and health insurers no longer have to send 1095B or 1095C tax forms to covered individuals unless it's otherwise requested. My spectrum is do you want paperless billing? We'll take 5 cents off of your bill.
Yeah, but if you
Okay,
notice,
cool.
the Paper Burden Act is only about tax forms.
Two different tax forms. That's
that
it.
certain people get. We don't all get those tax forms.
And
that is to benefit somebody.
And if you need those tax forms still, you can request them.
No, here's the thing. If you don't get those tax forms and you don't request them and there's no paper trail of them, that's harder for the IRS to audit income or payouts on certain.
It wouldn't just be a digital thing then, since it's.
Yeah, maybe. But hey, we need less paper, man. We need more trees, less paper. Keep it rolling. What else?
Okay. Eliminating useless reports. HR 5301. Yes, let's eliminate useless reports. But in order to do so, let's hire people and give them a new job to do so.
Yeah, so here's the deal on this one. This I thought was funny. They're creating a program, hiring people to review reports and let them know, hey, these reports that we are reporting on are useless. Let's do away with them.
As well as justifying their decisions to Congress. Yeah, all of it's.
So it's almost like, hey, we're going to have a meeting about what? Well, we're going to have a meeting in 2 weeks. So tomorrow let's have a meeting.
But let's have a meeting about the meeting.
Let's have a meeting about the meeting.
But we need new people to make sure. We need to hire those new people so they can oversee the people who are.
Let's have the meeting because we want to make sure the meeting's worth having.
Right.
So let's meet and make sure it's okay, and then we'll meet on that.
Should we start a department to meet before that meeting?
Yeah, because we need an appropriation approval department to approve the meeting members to meet.
I'm so confused, but congratulations on your new job.
Right?
Okay, how about stop campus hazing? For one, that's illegal anyway.
44 states, right?
In 44 states, right? The other states, I don't know. Good luck. Fight back. I don't know.
No.
Maybe just don't follow the crowd. Don't funnel that beer or jump off that bridge.
Yeah,
like,
but here's
it's
the
okay.
thing.
But
We have, and I know in Florida, and I'm not trying to
It's
be
everywhere.
But no, I know particularly in Florida. I think Ron DeSantis is the one that signed it into law. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's the two black schools that do the band
Bethune-
stuff. Bethune-Cookman and is it AMU or is it
may
A&M?
be.
A&M? I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just know it's the two baddest, assest bands in college football. Two schools with the best bands. They come to Orlando every year. They do the Battle of the Bands. I know one's Bethune-Cookman. I know a lady who taught there, and she's one of my customers. And we talk about it, but I can't remember what the other school's name is. It's not A&M. Is it A&M?
It might be AMU. I don't know.
I don't know.
Continue.
But anyways, y'all know the schools. Battle of the Bands. I don't know how many years ago it was. That band kid, he was a freshman. He was on the band. They hazed him in the bus.
the bus, yeah, I remember
All the
that.
windows were up. They left him in the bus, and he died. And when he didn't make the field, his mama got concerned. They started looking for him. And I don't have all the details memorized, so don't quote me on it. But anyways, they found him dead at the football game.
So
What a
was that just legal then back then because there was no law?
Well, hazing has been part of college forever.
But you're not allowed to kill people.
Right. So, but before that, okay, you've never been allowed to kill people, right? But before that, the hazing was like, hey guys, hazing's fun and cool and it's part of initiation. Just don't hurt anybody. Well,
It's one thing to eat a live goldfish. It's another to spray paint someone's entire body and put them in a pit.
and
You know,
light them on
there's-
fire.
Right.
Yes.
Like
So,
it's,
so because of that young man that died, and maybe it wasn't DeSantis, maybe it was before he came in office. Whatever governor was in office, they created legislation, and I know in the state of Florida, hazing has been outlawed. Like you're not even allowed to put a freshman in a trash can no more. You know.
Dang it.
And I'm not trying to make light of the story. The young man lost his life. He had a whole future in front of him. You imagine getting into college, being in the best band on the planet, and then some asshole kills you. They beat you up, do whatever they do to you, and you die. First of all, I've had children in band. Do you know the material they wear even in the summer? Even in day
it's-
games? Those jackets and the suits and the
Yeah.
pants and the gloves you imagine being in that outfit and being stuck on a bus fighting for your life.
Yeah, sounds
That
like
kind of suffocational
blast.
death would have to be one of the worst ways to go. Anyways, we already have anti-hazing laws.
you ain't supposed to kill people. You get in
No,
trouble.
but that's what I'm trying
right.
to
No,
do.
I know the law.
The law is not even a haze. Like now, if you get caught hazing on campus, you get expelled. Like if I'm like, hey, you're a freshman, I'm gonna throw you in the trash can. You get expelled for it, right? Anyways,
with that.
Biden thought it was necessary to add on a hazing law. Dilly willy.
Well, thank goodness. We have HEART Act. It requires the Department of Health and Human Services to provide information about cardiomyopathy and the use of AEDs to certain school professionals.
What?
It establishes a grant program to provide CPR training and AEDs in public schools, which that's the
But there's
defibrillator type
certain
thing.
ones only. Certain professionals.
Certain school professionals, right? So, like the nurses of the schools are going to know how to do CPR and jumpstart a heart.
And maybe the coach.
I
The
mean,
gym coach.
have you ever seen one? Yeah, have you ever seen one of those AED machines?
Yes.
Like,
I've
it's
used one
pretty
on
much
somebody.
there's like 3 instructions and they're written on the machine. I'm not.
We used to
they're
use
for
them.
emergency. You don't have to be trained in to think that you're going to have to use it every day or something. So it's like if you need it, you can read those instructions and they're easy enough for anybody to do. I mean, I don't. Okay, it's great that we're protecting children these days.
But I don't know what the statute of limitation is, so but I think I'm cool on this. When I used to work for the state of Florida, we used it on each other. The clear,
Alrighty.
and if you turn them up a little bit, you can knock a man off his feet.
I'm sure you can. I'm
Yeah.
sure. There's a
Just
lot.
wait. Don't use it on someone with a pacemaker.
Yeah, no, don't.
You've got to
How
get
about just not use it if it's not necessary?
so fun.
Start a CPR.
Especially the new guys when they come in, the rookies. Oh, hazing. We're not allowed to do that anymore. God darn it.
Yep. So there's a lot of these acts that are reauthorized.
Let's talk about the water one. The water one what took up most of our pregame meeting.
Hold on. Is it the
The drought?
Drought
Yes.
Preparedness Act? Reauthorize the Reclamation States Emergency.
Reclamation.
Thank you.
What? Anyways.
Okay, the Emergency Drought Relief Act of 1991, which lets the Borough of Reclamation.
Bureau?
Yes, provide drought
No,
assistance
say
to
that again.
Hawaii.
That was some country ass. What? I am
Which
affecting
lets
you.
the
Borough.
Bureau-
No. It's not a borough. It's a bureau.
I said bureau.
Not the first time.
Borough?
You
Oh, I said borough. Oh, well, then Pittsburgh, we have boroughs.
Ah. So
Yes.
it's not country. Borough.
Oh, and they are BOUGH boroughs. Something.
I just
something.
never, I'm petty sometimes. I never, ever normally in my life get to call out someone else's language.
Oh, by all means, go for it.
But this was cool because the way you said borough, I was like,
If that
oh,
brings you joy
I
to
am-
life, you're welcome to
I
call
am
me out.
affecting you. I am making you say words differently now.
Oh, if I'm talking to somebody in Georgia, it only takes about 10 minutes to get back into that. Whew. Anyway, so, okay, this is provides drought assistance to Hawaii and certain western states through 2028. So I guess they were already getting assistance. Okay, can't we purify water as it is? Hawaii is an island. How are we getting drought water to them?
So yeah, that's something, and I want to talk about the western states because there's a whole debacle behind that, and it affects farming in a big way. But the Hawaiian thing, so I know they have some survival guide water purifiers that are small. They're about the size of your phone, and I've never had to use one. I've never bought one. I don't know if you can really trust it, but they're like if you're in an area where there's no water, you know, you can put it in water in a pond or a puddle,
Yes.
and it purifies
Missionaries
the water.
use them. They're like straws, and they have like a carbon filter in them.
There's something in them, yes.
Right.
And then I know there's something, because I've seen it, where it's saltwater infused, or saltwater infusion or diffusion, where you can take salt water in a jar, it's like a little, like a jar thing, and they do something with it, and it gets the salt out so you can drink it. So that-
Apparently, we can't do that on a large scale in order to grow farms.
So that's hillbilly rig stuff that can save your life. But that technology, we can send people
missionaries do that. It's not just
Missionaries.
hillbillies.
We can send people to space, but we can't turn salt water into fresh water
Okay,
on a large scale.
aren't we though already with like all the treatment facilities? Are we only recycling the water that is rain and sewage or
Yes.
gray water? Is that the only thing we're
Yes.
recycling? We're not recycling anything that goes into the ocean. We're not like bringing any of the water or doing anything. With
I
that?
know not in
I don't
Florida.
know
I don't think so.
much
I know when I used to farm in Homestead down in Florida City, a lot of farms down there had saltwater intrusion because the farms
Right.
had fresh water around them, but they were so close to the what's that thing that goes
swamps. The
What's
Everglades.
No, the ocean. What's the thing that goes around the Florida Strait?
Okay.
That goes around the Keys. They were so close to that, and the sea level down there is very low in Florida City and parts of it, that the salt water would come into their freshwater canals and mix, and it started causing problems with the crops because it was burning the roots up.
Certainly, they have some sort of GMO fix for that.
Well, there's got to be a way. Somebody hit us up in the comments. Oh, if you're not watching on YouTube, check us out on YouTube. Jonathan Morris, Between the Ribs 10 on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, message me.
Comment.
Comment. I'm responding and engaging with everybody. I want to have more dialect with people. Dialogue.
Dialect is how they is different ways of talking.
Well.
Right.
When we get back, the hypocrisy. We got a few more of these we want to go through. We got a lot of fun stuff to get to for New Year's, but we want to show you the hypocrisy of Joe Biden and their administration and the legacy or lack of legacy. And then I got to tell you about 7Ks, but we'll do that next break.